Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about skincare. So excited to share my updated summer skincare routine with you guys. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I love skincare. It's been something that I've been really passionate about the past 2 years, really getting my skin into a better place, working on my oil, working on my hyperpigmentation, all of those things, especially during the summer. It's so important to really protect my skin, and I've kind of nailed down the perfect, easy, effective, but really simple routine. So today's video is actually in partnership with Ulta Beauty. So excited to be sharing my go-to products for the summer that you can pick up at Ulta Beauty. They're a one-stop shop, have everything from skincare, makeup, hair care, literally everything. They've got you covered. But today is about skincare, so we're gonna get right into it. Just a little background on my skin. I have super oily, acne-prone, blemish-ridden, hyperpigmentation, all of the above skin tone. That is basically my skin type. I am suffering from a lot of hyperpigmentation right now. I have a few active bumps and pimples, but we are gonna be using some really awesome products that are all gonna help with that. So first step is a clean face. I always like to start off my skincare on a wet face. So I just have a little bit of water here and I'm just gonna wet my face for you. Normally I would do this in the bathroom, but you know, we gotta get that good lighting. So I'm doing it out here in the living room. First step in my summer skincare is hyaluronic acid. Now this is something that I thought I never needed. As an oily skin girl, I always thought hydration, moisturizer, like things that are gonna make me more dewy and oily, like no, keep it away from me, don't want it. But that is, I feel like, the #1 misconception when it comes to oily skin. And if you have it, maybe this is something that you think, but it is a myth. If you have oily skin, and even if you don't, I feel like hydration is one of the most important things that you can do for your face. Obviously not an esthetician, but the reason that I've read and researched that most of us have oily skin is because your skin is lacking. It's looking for that extra hydration. It's looking for that extra moisture, and because you're not giving it to it, it has to almost overproduce and overwork to make your skin feel hydrated. What you can do to combat this is give it the moisture that it needs. That way it doesn't feel the need to overproduce oils. So just going back in with a little bit of water, going in with my hyaluronic acid. So this one that I'm using is from 4th Ray Beauty. They are a new brand. This is their Rainfall 2% hyaluronic acid serum. I'm gonna take a little pump of that. I'm not gonna use the whole thing, but just like a good amount. Pour that on my hand and put that all into my skin because we wanna be extra hydrated. Not only our bodies with water, but our faces as well. So I'm just pouncing them into the skin. It's probably my favorite step because it's just like so good for your skin. No matter what product you use, hyaluronic acid is like universal. It works with every single product. I know skincare can be really intimidating, and mixing ingredients can kind of be like, wait, what am I doing? Does this go together? Should I mix this? You don't have to worry about that with hyaluronic acid. It goes with every single product that you could possibly use. It's kind of like that neutral, unproblematic product and ingredient. It's just really, really great. Hydrates, of course, and then also smooths and soothes the skin. After I've hydrated my skin with some hyaluronic acid, I like to go in with niacinamide. This one is from The Ordinary. Again, if you know, you know. If you've been watching my channel, The Ordinary is like one of my ride or die brands. I absolutely love them. They are so affordable. If you are just starting out in skincare, you guys, this brand you will love because they're so affordable and really accessible. I feel like most of the time skincare products, especially like the really nicer ones, are so expensive. I personally don't have the ease of spending $80 on one product, and I feel like a lot of these brands that I'm showing you today, you can get an entire skincare routine like under $100 or maybe spend $150, and that's really good if you're just getting started out. You don't need to spend a lot of money to get good skin. You don't need to have this insane regimen. It's all about being simple. One, you don't need 10 million steps, but then also you don't need to spend $10 million to have really good skin. It's obviously a journey and you're gonna have to spend a while and it's gonna take time to get your skin in a place that you want it to be, but definitely start off small. Don't spend a lot of money. There is a lot of good products out there, especially at Ulta, that are super affordable. So niacinamide, I love for controlling my oil. Like I said, I'm super oily and I like to focus it kind of in the bottom region of my face, especially on my pores, because that's where I get the oiliest. And it also reduces your pores. So pores are something that I feel like maybe people say that you can get rid of your pores. I'm sorry, you cannot get rid of your pores. They're a part of your skin. They're always gonna be there, but you can reduce them. Really have been into just like focusing on smaller pores lately. I feel like makeup applies so much better when your skin is doing really good. Good skin is the best base for good makeup. This one also has zinc in it, and zinc is a really good product or ingredient for calming inflammation. If you are struggling with acne or you have bumps, I have a bump right here, a new pimple, and then I have one here. Anytime I get a new pimple, I automatically like heavy up on the niacinamide because this has zinc, like I said, and it's really good for just calming down that pimple. When your pimple gets inflamed and it gets irritated, that's what leads to hyperpigmentation. So I want my pimple to not freak out. I want it to be calm. I want it to be here for maybe a day or two and then go away. Whenever I use niacinamide, I feel like my pimples just last so much longer. Is that how you say it? They don't last as long, which is exactly what I want. Next step for me is dealing with my hyperpigmentation. For the summer, I like to keep my skin really fresh. I don't like my skincare routine to be too insane, but I still want to focus on ingredients that are really going to help me out. I really love to use alpha arbutin. This is a great product for evening your skin tone and lightening up hyperpigmentation. It's gentle on darker skin. I've been using it for literally, I think, over a year now. I discovered it and I absolutely love it. This also has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's also gonna be really hydrating for your skin. So we're gonna go in with this. Sometimes I switch it up with my hyperpigmentation products. Sometimes I'll use alpha arbutin, sometimes I'll use vitamin C. It really just depends. I like to switch up my specific products maybe every couple months because my skin does love a consistent routine, and that's really important when it comes to skincare. But it also gets really comfortable and then I don't see any progress. So I like to switch up maybe 1 or 2 products. That's a really big thing if you're just starting out. You don't want to try all new products at the same time because you'll never know if you have a reaction what product caused that. Introduce 1 product at a time. If your skin reacts well, keep going, move on to the next product. If it doesn't, then you know to eliminate that product. You could be, you know, allergic to it. You could be sensitive to that product or something in the ingredient list. So just be careful. Skincare is very personal and these products may work for me, but your skin may react a little differently. So take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Of course, try it because I love all of these products, but just remember your skin is personal to you and you need to find products that work for you. Alpha arbutin, I love. Right now struggling with a little bit of light spots. I thought it was retinol like a few weeks back. If you've been watching the vlogs, you know that I was like, I'm not using retinol anymore, but I don't think it's that. I think it's like the sun. I'm not sure, but I need to heavy up on some sunscreen and like I am like freaking out right now, but this just goes to show that like I've been doing skincare for like 2 years and my skin's still not perfect. Yes, I'm upset about these light spots, but it is what it is. They'll eventually go away, right? I hope. Now that we have all of our serums in, I don't like to use too many serums at one time. I like to keep it simple. We're gonna go in with some moisturizer. So I have been using this one from Fresh. It's the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. I have been trying to find a really good moisturizer for the daytime. I have oily skin, like I said, so really thick moisturizers for me just don't work during the day because I feel like they're too heavy. I get oilier faster and that's not what I want. I want something really like lightweight, almost like a gel consistency, and this one is a lot lighter than the last moisturizer that I've been using. I've been using First Aid Beauty and I love that one for the nighttime, but for during the day, it just does not work with my skin. This one is a little bit more of a lighter consistency, and so moisturizer is again another one of those hydrating products. It's gonna lock in all of your serums that you just applied and it's also gonna hydrate and just really protect your skin from any outside barriers. So I always apply moisturizer, just a little bit on my hands. I'll probably do a little bit more because that wasn't that much, honestly. Everywhere, and just really make sure that my skin is nice and moisturized and protected for the rest of the day. And it smells so good. Fresh is a really great brand for skincare. They're a little bit more on the like mid-pricey level. So it's not gonna be like ordinary price, but if you want to invest in skincare and you've been doing it, let's say for like a year or two, and you wanna like step your game up, that's kind of the place that I'm in right now. I'm trying to step my game up in my skincare. You'll never regret it, you know? Gotta step it up slowly. As you make more coin, you upgrade your life a little bit. Not too much though. All right, last step, kind of, sunscreen. Now I could talk about sunscreen all day, but I feel like you know that sunscreen, you should know by now, that it's so important, especially during the summer. We are at the pool, we're at the beach, we're outside, we're having daytime drinks, rooftop drinks. Like, it's so important to wear sunscreen. Even if you're not outside, UVA and UVB rays will still affect your skin, whether you're in or out, whether you're in front of a computer, you will still be affected. So sunscreen is just so, so important, you guys. Started incorporating sunscreen in my routine ever since I started, you know, being really serious about my skincare. And it's just something that you probably don't really notice, but it prevents premature aging, especially when you're using a lot of active ingredients like these are. These are like potent ingredients. You really need to protect your skin because skin is gonna be a little bit more sensitive to the sun, as opposed to if you were just not having a skincare routine, you'd still be affected, but not as much. When you introduce actives, it's a whole other ball game. You have to make sure you're not working backwards and using all these ingredients and then not putting on sunscreen. So don't do that, use sunscreen. I love this one by Tula. I have repurchased this like so many times. It's one of my favorites. Makes me so glowy. I love having a glow. I don't like to be oily, but I love to have a little bit of a glow. And this one protects and makes you glowy. Oh my God, I love this stuff. It lasts a really long time, but it's just like a little goes a long way. As you can see, like it just made me like, oh, chef's kiss this product. I freaking love it. I'm almost out of it, so I'm actually gonna go to Ulta today to re-up on some more skincare. Oh my God, I love this stuff. It's so good. So good. So kind of like I alluded to in the beginning, I am struggling with 2 little pimples, and this is not something that I normally do during the day, but when I have a pimple, I'm trying to get rid of it immediately. And I recently discovered this Super Spot Remover Acne Treatment Gel. I love these little things. I have one also from First Aid Beauty, and the specific ingredient that you need in these is salicylic acid because it goes in and really just like gets rid of that pimple. The perfect tube. Put on my finger, and I'll just spot treat with this during the day. I won't do it all over because I normally leave salicylic acid products for the nighttime, but this is a dire situation where we really need to get rid of this pimple. Put a little bit on my pimples, and this just dries it out, goes deep, pushes all of the gunk out that's like getting in there and causing a pimple. And it's really great. Last step for the skin is a little spray, a little mist. This is like an extra step that I love to do, especially during the summer. This is like my 3rd hydrating product, but this also has hyaluronic acid in it. I just need all the moisture that I can get. This is a Do It Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Mist from Fourth Rate Beauty. I spray this all over my face, and it just makes me like glowy, you guys. So do a little bit more. I just feel like my skin got like a drink of water. It's so good. I would put this in like my beach bag if I'm out during the day, just like spray, give myself a little refresh if I need to cool down a little bit. It's just perfect for giving you that last little glow and just like setting your face with more hydration. I could chef's kiss all of these products because they're freaking amazing. Last step, we can't forget about the lips. I'm going in with the Fresh Sugar Watermelon Hydrating Lip Balm. Hydration is the theme of this. Can't forget about the lips, honestly. You have to protect your lips as well. I love a nice juicy lip. I have to have a juicy lip. Like, it's important. My lips get so chapped, and this smells like heaven. It's watermelon scented, and oh my God, it smells literally like a Jolly Rancher. Like if a Jolly Rancher had a smell, which they do, this would smell like it. It smells so good. It's not sticky. It doesn't come up as like a color. I don't really like color in my lip products. I just want it to just hydrate, and it's so good. This is definitely like not a share. I don't like to share my lip balms because you know you gotta put your finger in it, and these times you don't know where people's fingers have been. Put this morning and night and just really hydrate the lips, plump them up, and it looks so good. Last thing that I do is always brush up my brows. I've been trying to grow out my brows and I really like the fluffy look. I just do this after I do my skincare. After my hands have all been up in my face, my eyebrows just look crazy. So I just like to brush them up so that they look real floofy. See? Pretty good. All right, you guys, that is my summer skincare routine. Really simple, easy, but super effective at really getting at my oil, my pores, my hyperpigmentation, everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and either found some new products and brands that you haven't heard of before, or just enjoyed watching me talk and do my skincare. I just love really improving my skin, and I know you guys love skincare too, so I hope this video was entertaining and enjoyable and you learned something from it. Let me know if there are any new brands or products that you guys are loving. I'm always down to try some new products. If you want to shop any of the items that I showed in today's video, everything will be linked down below in the description box, and you can shop at Ulta Beauty, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!